Okay, so in this video I'm just going to run through the setting up of the pets form for the pets table. It works in exactly the same way that we used to set up the form for the owners table. So to do it, well, we're making something new in a database, so I just need to make sure I've got the Create tab selected at the top because I'm creating something new. I've got my pets table open from the side here, and if I select the option for form, it should automatically generate me a form for the table that's currently open, which is the pets table. So if I select that, you can see it's generated me the pets form logo. Okay, in this video then I'm just going to run through the setup of the form for the pets table. It works in exactly the same way and method that we used to set up the form for the owners table. To do it then, because we're making something new in a database, we want to use the Create tab at the top. We also want to make sure we've got the pets table open so the database knows what to create a form for, and it's literally just a case of clicking on the form button, and if you remember, that automatically generates a form for that table. Okay, so my next job is just to quickly save this table and get into good habits. So if I cross that off there and press yes, do want to save the changes. And a good habit to get in here is just to use database nomenclature. So in this case that's FR for form, FRM for form, underscore pets. And I've just noticed I didn't do that last week, so let me just go back and amend that with my owners form as well. FRM there as well. That's just good habits. That's how kind of professionals will name their tables and forms and whatnot. So let's open up the pets form. Now, first job is a bit of a redesign task. So it's kind of similar to what you were working on with your owners form. We need to redesign this and get it looking a bit more professional, a bit more user friendly. So to do that, we need to head into design view. So just like tables have design view, forms have design view. I'm sure you're getting used to this by now. So if I select design view for this particular form, if you remember, I can now customize the layout of where these fields go, and rearrange and restructure the order and the size of the fields, etc., to make it look a lot more friendly. So that's going to be your task in a second. Just a bit of a memory test first though, because if you remember from last time, you have this problem where at the moment if I want to resize one of these fields, they're all being resized. Well, if you can remember how to solve it, pause the video now and have a go before I show the answer, because I'm going to show the answer now. Remember to overcome that problem, if you go up to this top left hand corner and select all the fields on the form, and if you right click on the center there, anywhere in the center, it doesn't matter, we want to remove the layout setting that's been set up by default, at the moment tabular. So if I click on remove layout, it then means that every field has its own individual properties and you can resize and format them to however you want. Okay, so you've got the field sizes to worry about and the layout of the form, so have a go at restructuring that. Other things you've got to worry about is the title list form, so pet registration form in this particular case. It would be good to see a logo on this form, and also the change of colour schemes to match hopefully the house style that you set up on your owner's form. The final thing I'd like to see you attempt in this particular section are the use of buttons again. So if you remember, I taught you through that last lesson, so I'm just going to select on here, and if you remember, this is how you use them. So you draw on your button where you want it to go. You can reposition this in a minute, and let's do a next record button. So if I select that option there, next, here you've got the option for the text to appear on the button or to use an icon. Well, fairly obvious what that icon represents, so I think I'll use it, and then click on finish, and I've got a next record option there as well. Okay, I want you to make sure you've got the following buttons in your database. If you just pause this video for a second and grab yourself a pen, and I'll just read you through the list of buttons I'd like to see on this form. Okay, so an add record button, a new record button, a delete button, a save record button, a next record button, and a previous record button. Okay, so fairly standard buttons that you'd expect to find on a data entry form. I want you to set them up and lay them out in an appropriate style that's easy to use and follow for our end user. Okay, and that's the end of this video.